Next up on the Cosmic News Network, First Contact with Joshua Pert.
Good morning, Earthlings. Good. How you doing today? Good. How you doing today? Welcome to First Contact Radio. Welcome to First Contact Radio. To talk about all these things I'm talking about is because in life, everything is energy. Every single thing that's out there.
Yo, it's First Contact with Joshua Poet. He's the man on the mic, just in case you didn't know it. Covering news from all around the globe, from the weather and space to UFOs. He'll talk politics and make you open your eyes. Conspiracy theories and government lies. He'll dig it all up and try to find the proof. Cause it's time to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio. We have
time to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio. We have
time to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio.
It's time to demand the truth.
Good morning, Earthlings. How you doing today? Welcome to First Contact Radio. It is time to demand the truth. That is, unless, of course, you prefer to be lied to, then, of course, demand the lies. But you don't even have to demand those because they just lie to you anyway, so just deal with it, right? Okay, new month, August 1st, right here. Sun sign, Leo, moon sign, Gemini. So we have a fire and we have an air. What do we know about fire and air, how they work together? Well, you can have the fire can warm the air, so it could be a nice warm day. Or the fire can overwhelm the air, snuff out the air, make the oxygen dissipate. Or the air can blow really hard and the fire can go out. Or the two can work nice together and everything is good. And that's the idea. So we just want to pay attention to the elements that we're dealing with. Fire, ideas, creativity, air, words, and action. Now we do have a square here between the moon, which is Gemini, and Venus. So that's a square between the words and actions taking place into Gemini, the mind, the communication, and Venus, which is love and imagination. So sometimes there's a square dealing tonight in that regard. Alright, moon phase, 24% of the way full, making its way down to the new moon. We'll be there in short time, couple days. Mayan Oracle, new wave spell. First day of the wave spell is called the magnetic tone. Sets the theme for the entire 13 days. So this theme is all about the dog. The dog is about love. It's about loyalty, and it's about the heart. So these next 13 days are about love, loyalty, and the heart. The kin and the guide for today are both the same. Dogs. Today would be the magnetic dog, guided by the dog. The moon is the like-minded energy. The sun is the challenge. And the hidden power is the monkey. Playfulness, magic. Phrase for today is I unify in order to love, attracting loyalty. I seal the process of heart with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power doubled. Spaceweather.com, solar wind 360.5 kilometers per second. Planetary K index quiet just like it was yesterday. Coronal holes about the same. M class flare, X class flare, and geomagnetic storm activity all same as it was yesterday. A little bit more insight on things as we do. This is Suspicious Observers Report for today.
Good morning, folks. Introducing the Tropical Rainfall Measurement Mission. It's by no means a new mission, but it has enjoyed less press and popularity than certain of NASA's other missions, even just within Goddard, as they've got the SVL cranking out gold in animation form. But this less aesthetic resource is tenfold better in data offering. The archive misses no metric or index, and it even has the current rainfall levels inside major tropical vents, like Gil. Speaking of Gil, the hurricane south of Mexico, trekking along that same path we've seen most of the summer, and interestingly, right behind this powerful storm is another one likely to develop. Meanwhile, in the South China Sea, we're about to watch a tropical storm aim for China and northern Vietnam, while the edges of this storm affecting the Vietnamese coastline already. Southwest Pacific sees high pressure rolling over Perth and Tasmania taking precipitation, with the same creeping down to New Zealand from the north. The low of focus over Europe is moving on. Luckily, the convergence is much weaker now, but still dropping all across the UK, while allowing a major heat wave to build south of that. Using World of Weather's expert pressure charts because, They're the best. Got a powerful red high pressure cell in the middle going to push outward clockwise, and we got a blue low to the left in the west. You see on the wind map, the clockwise push outward. On the left, the west, the northern pole along the low pressure cell will make storms tonight through the northern Rockies and into the plains. Meanwhile, the southward push on the east side of the high pressure is meeting warm, moist air rushing north from the Gulf. Should produce some storms here as well. Solar wind speed and density are relatively calm for the moment. KP index matches that, showing geomagnetic quiet. Solar flaring has decreased significantly even from its already dismal max output. Most of the sunspots have decayed beyond mixing or potential. New Guy up north still appears to have delta potential in the central area, however, and the southern incomers merit watching as well. You can see our magnetic connectivity to the sun has bunched back up, kind of. For the purposes of this segment, consider the leading group of connectivity to be group 1 and the trailing bunch to be group 2. Stonyhurst heliographic showing the full sun. These lines cutting in are the limbs at the edge of sight from Earth, as this represents 3 pictures pieced together via the stereo satellites. Group 1 of the connections is past the right line on the backside of the sun as we see it, in the most recently departed coronal hole. Above that, split between the far left and right, is the coronal hole that Fox thought was a hole in the sun. Please watch the video How to Watch the Sun if you have confusion. And here, facing Earth up north, is where group 2 connectivity is found. We know that there are umbral openings, even if small, and even without equatorial position, planetary alignments, or energetic flux. These coronal holes are big, so the Quake Watch score from last night of 5, a minor watch, remains in effect today. Terrific comparison of the AIA 304 and 171, one after the other, for your perspective on the different ways we watch the sun. Eyes open. No fear, it's 6:35 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.
Alright, I think this last shot here is pretty amazing right here, just to see, here's the sun, there's the earth in comparison to the sun. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty amazing. Alright, moving right along. So yesterday, you got a little introduction, a 10-minute introduction or so from HRM on the method of sun gazing. Today I'm going to play a longer piece. This is an hour-long video. Of course, I'm not going to play the whole piece right here. I'm just going to play a sample for you, and then you'll have the link available so you can check it out. But this is a very good piece and really thorough on its information. So here we go.
Body adapts, because very little mind is in the body, but the whole body is in the mind. Mind will never follow the body, body will follow the mind. So if mind accepts, body adapts. So here you accepted the fact that you want to gaze the sun. You know its benefits, you know it is safe morning and evening. And you know there is no adverse effect. And so slowly you are training your eye by 5-10 seconds every day, and now you are able to read 15 minutes. And at this 3 months period, when you are at 15 minutes, something good happens to you. The much needed health, the health of our mind, the mental health we are acquiring. You will feel that your disturbed mind, turbulent mind, wavering mind becomes perfectly balanced. At present we have disturbances, unbalanced mind. So we go wrong in our life decisions, we take it in haste. So they go waste and then we repent. Here your mind becomes perfectly balanced. You will never go wrong in your decisions. You will tackle the problem to your success with relaxed mind. Now that is one of the software that was silent, that is now activated. You become positive in thinking. PMA. You become fearless in life. At present we are all afraid what is going to happen next moment. Every step we walk, we are afraid, we are uncertain. But here your mind becomes so strong that fear of death even goes away. You will feel, why I am afraid of death? One who is born is to die, definitely. But you become fearless. And when you get all this software activated, your infinite, some of your powers that you are enjoying, you get mental health. And one who enjoys mental health immediately starts enjoying the mental peace, the Shanti. Shanti is within us. We are searching somewhere else. And a person who is mentally healthy and mentally peaceful is a contribution to the world peace. We want everyone to be transformed in this way. Then only real world peace can be achieved. We are tackling world peace in a wrong way, even if nations do not fight. It's a limited peace. The real problem is between you and me. We all fight. We fight in family, we fight with neighbors, we fight in society. And when this goes on, it's a vicious circle, the world peace is disturbed. But if everyone gets mental health and mental peace, it's a permanent, eternal peace. The planet will be really great. And this we acquire by 3 months. And one who does Sungazing, if he is suffering from depression, schizophrenia, mental phobia, all things disappears. And psychiatrist doctors do agree that it is lack of sunlight which makes you dull. In states like this, further north, Canada, as you go till North Pole, what we see in winter, a larger population goes dull. They are known as sad seasonal affective disorders. Even if you look at them, you will be sad. Winter blues. We know in Scandinavian countries in winter, a lot of people attempt suicides and many commit suicide. But same people are okay, they are fine when there is summer. So this medicine, psychiatrists, mental health experts agree that one who suffers this winter, if he takes to sunlight, if he gazes, some energy will be stored and carried forward for the next winter and he will not suffer. So this is a medicine to cure all mental disorders. And many psychiatrists, doctors also do sun gazing because they also suffer mental disorders as we. Yes, I have found out a psychiatrist A who observes me. He is under treatment of one B. And that psychiatrist B is treated by psychiatrist C. And C again go to the D and then D to the A. This vicious circle goes on. And moment you are mentally healthy, mentally peaceful, some of the problems in you, physical problems in minor form like diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, asthma, allergy, they all salute your body and go away. You need not send them away, they will leave your body. Because when you are looking at the sun, when more neurons are regenerating, you are relaxed. So you don't have stress and strain, no tension. Let any problem come, you will be always relaxed. It is tension, stress in life that leads to all these diseases, mainly the diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol and so on. Root cause is non-relaxation, the stress and the tension that we are always carrying with us. Here with sun gazing, your brain, the mind, both they become so powerful. Let any problem comes in life, you will tackle it to its success. You will never be a failure. This is the greatest gift. And anyone who is addicted with alcohol, smoking, drugs or anything, he will get rid of that, because these are all mental disorders. Serious mental disorders. If your goal is mental health, by 3 months, 15 minutes, you can quit Sungazing. But to keep what you have gained for your entire life, just continue with 5 minutes of Sungazing, or walk on dirt, Mother Earth, free from grass, 45 minutes a day, a relaxed walking to recharge what you have gained. Whole life you will be mentally healthy. Let any problem comes, you won't be scared. But if you are suffering from physical problems, any of the problems, there are thousands of problems that can come to our body. Mostly like cancer, AIDS, TB, rheumatism, arthritis, changing of the kneecaps, heart problems, and so on. Why these problems come? The root cause is the immunity of the body goes weak. When we run short of immunity, and when our different micro organs in the body like tissues, joints, they run short of immunity, something wrong happens there. Immunity, lack of immunity is lack of light. So they are all filled with darkness. More the darkness, the more the disease. And once if you are able to raise the immunity of the body, the defense system of the body increases, becomes powerful, and any disease can be reversed, even cancer, even AIDS, anything can be reversed. So those who suffer from physical problems, they extend their Sungazing beyond 3 months, every day extending by 5-10 seconds according to their comfort and convenience. At that time, when you are looking at the sun, you powerfully think or give auto-suggestion to your brain that this light that is entering inside you is moving to that part of the body where you have pain, suffering, disease, problem. It automatically goes there and heals you. Nothing new, nothing surprising. You might have heard about Reiki, pranic healing, and some of the alternative methods being practiced. Sun is the medium. When some other medium transfers cosmic energy to you, he first becomes the recipient, then he transfers it to you, as is in Reiki and pranic healing normally done. There is some danger. If that medium is suffering from some problem, then whether you are cured or not is a different issue, but definitely you are going to have a partnership with some of his problems.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave right here. We listened to 10 minutes, 10 seconds worth, so you've got another 50 minutes and 14 seconds to go left of this video. Alright, I want to bring your attention to his website here, Hira Ratan Manek, otherwise known as HRM, Solar Healing Center. He was born 12th of September 1937 in Bodhad, India. Was raised in Calcutta, Kerala, India, where he had his mechanical engineering degree from the University of Kerala. After graduation, he joined his family business, which was shipping and spice trading, and continued working until he retired in 1992. It says Solar Healing Center is focused on helping to bring humanity to develop a better understanding of how the sun can be used to heal the mind, the body, and the spirit, as demonstrated by Hira Ratan Manek, who as a result of Sungazing has claimed better physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Hira Ratan Manek, otherwise known as HRM, among others, have proven that a person can live on just solar energy for very long periods without eating any food. This has become to be known as the HRN phenomena. A method is used for curing all kinds of psychosomatic, mental and physical illness, as well as increasing memory power and mental strength by using sunlight. One can get rid of all kind of psychological problems and develop confidence to face any problem in life, and can overcome any kind of fear, including that of death, within 3 months after starting this practice this method. As a result, one will be free from mental disturbances and fear, which will result in perfect balance of mind. If one continues to apply the proper sun-gazing practice for 6 months, one will be free from physical illnesses. Furthermore, after 9 months, one can eventually win a victory over hunger, which disappears by itself thereafter. So a lot of great information here. Check it out. The link's available. firstcontactradio.com. That brings us to UFO news. Let's check it out.
This is the UFO News with Joshua Poet.
All right, Dirk, thank you very much. Today's UFO News has 5 stories to it. Number 1 comes to us from UFO blogger. Night vision, spherical UFO followed by drone over Oregon. According to Eyewitness and down below online, video filmer testimonial, the object flashes and catches my attention and is moving slow. Okay, well, let's look while we're... And is moving slow overhead to the north, but to west. The night vision of the video is no structure between both the ground. Okay, so there's our object in question. Alright, so very interesting. So what is that pulsating? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's very interesting. I got it pulsing from down here too. Almost like there's one down there too. A whole bunch of them pulsing. Something's going on up there. This one looks like it's moving with it too.
Oh, it looks like 2.
Alright.
2 objects.
So we got multiple things going on here. Alright, so check out the link. See what you think. Next. Triangle UFOs over Los Angeles on the 29th. 3 circular craft with triangle lighting underneath passed over a shocked spectator sitting on a motionless hovering position for 20 minutes. The object, which is too close to peer together, airlines, choppers.
We're gonna die.
Alright, there it is right there.
Planes don't move that slow.
And it just sat there.
Holy shit, they were like at a
Alright.
hill on top of there for like ever.
I didn't see this. I'm here in LA, and
That's not a plane, I'm telling you.
I've seen other things, but didn't particularly catch that one. Alright, there you go. Links available. Next we go to things. Triangle UFO hovers in front of the sun over Scotland. It's a 35-second video long, which makes it suspect, but is extremely... Okay. Extremely hard to tell or see. Apparently I've... clicking that link, I've lost the story. Alright, let's see. Let me see. Restore previous. There we go. Okay. The craft was above, was moving so silent that it didn't see it until the last minute, but also didn't realize her finder touched the screen and stopped recording. Okay. So this is a short video here of it flying across the sun. I really do need to see this in a much more expanded view. But the link's available. See what you think. Alright, Des Moines, Iowa. This is the 30th of July. New interesting video footage of multiple bright lights hovering in the sky over Des Moines. Alright, there we go. We got a whole crowd of, well, let's see. Some of these are stars. Those are some pretty good objects. Look at that, a whole group of them. Silently moving over Des Moines. Alright. And last one here. Large UFO hovers above the Earth. NASA photo. Alright, let's see. Here's obviously the Earth. I'm looking for the UFO in the Earth picture. something right there. That's obviously the picture that is in question. Alright, very interesting indeed. So there you go. That's our UFO news for today. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with a bunch more news.
What if our government was responsible for some of the greatest crimes against this nation? Would you really want to know? These are big questions, but these questions deserve answers. It's time to demand the truth. People shouldn't be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid.
Alright. So, coming up is 2014, with 2014 obviously the Olympic Games going on there, and there are things going on here in the United States, as we know, about certain attitude towards the homosexual agenda, the gay agenda that seems to be out there. There's an attitude, an open-minded attitude that this government has about it, but not all governments around the world have the same attitude. We've heard about Russia and the bans that they've recently put out. Well, here is an article which states that gay athletes could be prosecuted at 2014 Winter Olympics. This was from a Russian lawmaker who suggests this. It says, in Russia it's now illegal to even speak about homosexuality around minors, much less openly discuss gay pride. Technically the ban is against propaganda of non-traditional sexual relations around minors, but the implication for openly gay individuals is clear. Public displays of affection by gays, including holding hands or displaying symbols like a rainbow flag, are now banned. Violators face steep fines and jail time. Foreigners face similar penalties plus deportation. So what happens when openly gay athletes and fans, as well as any vocal supporters or protesters, when Russia hosts a Winter Olympics next year in Sochi, this week? Comments by lawmaker from St. Petersburg set off a firestorm online when he said that fans and athletes would not be immune from prosecution during the game. Vitaly Milanovov, who sponsored legislation in St. Petersburg last year that became the basis for a national law signed by President Vladimir Putin in June, was quoted telling the Interfax news agency that the law will remain in place during the Olympics and will be applied to foreigners. Alright, so there you go. That's what's going to be going on in Russia. So not only will the Olympics be going on, but they're also going to be weeding out the gay people from the Olympics, because it's can't allow that in that country. All right, moving right along. Harvard creates brain-to-brain interface that allows humans to control other animals with thoughts alone. Researchers at Harvard University have created the first non-invasive brain-to-brain interface, otherwise known as a BBI, between a human and a rat. Simply by thinking the appropriate thought, the BBI allows the human, to control the rat's tail. This is one of the most important steps towards BBIs that allow for telepathic links between two or more humans, which is a good thing in the case of friends and family, but terrifying if you stop to think about the nefarious possibilities of a fascist dictatorship with mind control technology. In recent years, there have been huge advances in the field of brain-computer interfaces, where your thoughts are detected or understood by a sensor attached to a computer. But relatively little work has been done in the opposite direction, computer-brain interfaces. This is because it's one thing for a computer to work out what the brain is thinking by asking or observing their actions, but another thing entirely to inject new thoughts into a human brain. To put it bluntly, we have almost no idea of how our thoughts are encoded by neurons in the brain. For now, the best we can do is create a computer-brain interface that simulates a region of the brain that's known to create a brain reaction, such as a specific part of the motor cortex that's in charge of your fingers. We don't have the power to move your fingers in a specific way. That would require knowing the brain's encoding scheme, but we can make them jerk around. Alright, so there you go. So, yes, it's interesting that they're exploring such technology, but the technology that is created like this ultimately finds some way where it's militarized. And next thing you know, you've got those with corrupt and evil agendas out there trying to send artificial thoughts into your brain. So that's the problem we have with this. And then when you hear about DARPA and what they're doing with the brain and the body and the chromosomes, you got to be strong, people. Otherwise, who knows who's going to be putting thoughts in your head. If you're not going to be in charge of it and you've given that up, well, rest assured, there are others who would be glad to take over your brain for you. All right, good news here for David Icke. We did it. The People's Voice hits the target of 300,000 pounds. Incredible. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we have here. Short little 10-minute video talking about this. But basically, David Icke is starting this new network. And this says, do you want to present a report for the People's Voice around the world? If so, contact us. And we have bands, musicians, comedians, other artists who'd like to appear in the People's Voice. If you have program ideas or videos and documentaries that they can broadcast. They're looking for programs out of Africa and South America. Can you help us find a studio in London? Do you want to work with the People's Voice? Alright, so on and on. So lots of good things going on. So good job, David. Good job, David. I met David when he first started doing his lecture tour in the United States years back, and very interesting guy. A lot of great information that has come from him over the years, and congratulations to David and the network. Let's see what kind of information the world gets now from this. Alright, here's an article at In5D, How to Activate Your Light Body. That's right, you do have a light body. What is a light body activation, and how can I activate my light body? Dr. Pillai has done extensive research into this field and explains how to work on your light body and ways to attain a light body and how to access your light body. Alright? What he says the ultimate goal is to turn your body into light, and the key is not to view your body as being physical. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience within these shells we call the body. According to Dr. Pillai, our bodies are subject to disease, aches, pains, disappointments, and emotional imbalance. But with your light body, there is a liberation from all of these. Dr. Pillai goes on to state that the light body is a matter of evolution. So what is the difference between the human brain and the astral brain? Dr. Pillai states that the astral brain is similar to the human brain, but is much more powerful and less limited. The physical brain gets its support and nourishment from the astral brain, which is the astral body brain. The nourishment all boils down to vibrations and energy. Dr. Pillai mentions that in order to basically feed the astral brain, it needs to vibrate at the speed of light. When it begins to vibrate at the speed of the square of light, then becomes a light body. So all we need to do is bring more and more light, because light vibrates at great speed, 186,000 miles per second. If you can bring that kind of vibration into your physical body, the physical body will disappear and it will just feel the light body, the energy body. It all boils down to what Dr. Pillai calls energy transformation, where energy becomes matter and matter becomes light. One major point Dr. Pillai brought up is that our society focuses too much on our physical bodies and not on the evolution of the spiritual body. We see this all the time whenever we see commercials on TV, where most of the ads show some extrovert with his or her family or friends living the fictitious life you should be living through their eyes. And these people have the above average looks and portray success, which is subconsciously tells us that they are not good enough the way they are, and they want to be more successful, beautiful, and have friends like them. Then we need to purchase whatever product they are selling. Okay, this may also explain why the mainstream media keeps us living in the lower vibrational fear in order to prevent this spiritual evolution from happening. Alright, there's more to the article. I'm going to leave it to you, but there you go. That is the key point. You see, there is a spiritual battle going on, my friends, here. And if you want to really make it through this, you need to understand it is a spiritual battle. Spiritual battle means that the information you need to evolve is either provided to you or kept from you. The information, for the most part, has been put out there and is available to you, though it's not promoted as such. So when you turn on a channel like Fox News or MSNBC or any CNN or any of the other channels, do not expect that they're going to be telling you how to free your soul spiritually. They have no idea. They don't care about your soul. They want to keep you trapped in the physical world thinking about physical things. They don't want you to know about practices like sungazing because that allows more light into the body. And when more light gets into the body, it does things to the body to activate different areas that have been dormant, and it allows you to be a bit more effective as a human being on this planet. So it's very important we tune away from all of the problems that are out there from the media and the governments and the religions who are trying to restrict us, and we go more towards the spirit to understand the freedom of what spirit is, and by understanding it will help us. It will truly help us. So, good article here. We need to understand ourselves and our spirit a lot more than we do. A lot more than we do on a whole, okay? Should be very important. Should be the most important thing we think about. I mean, don't you get tired? You flip through the TV and it's the same old nonsense over and over and over as if that's all we think about? Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, angel message for today. You have a gift. Fulfillment comes with sharing that with others. You have a gift. Fulfillment comes with sharing that with others. So there you go. Share your gift, my friends, with others. That is the message for today. All right, Galactic Federation of Light message. This is Melchizedek. I'm going to play this one for you now.
Melchizedek, the Merkaba alignment, an update as channeled by Meline Lafont.
Received on July 29, 2013.
I greet you cordially, my beloved brethren and friends of the light. As I talk to you today, the alignment and the formation of the so-called Merkaba takes place around your planet, and straight off I can confirm that everything is expanding beautifully to a higher and more refined light. Your planet Earth, your beloved Mother Gaia, has been able to get her needs and help out of this powerful alignment, which provides the highest degree and the most refined energies of the light. Deceit and the powers of the dark are now completely out of the picture. This truly is a pure day of love and light. We feel it that way, and you do too. This is a most pure and blessed day for all of you, as well as for us and for the whole of the universe. My beloved ones, you really have no clue whatsoever what this day will cause to take place in yourselves and in your reality, as at this precise moment everything is still in the process of being totally absorbed and integrated in your cells, in your being, in your hearts and in your earthly incarnations. Literally bombs and outpourings of love and cosmic light are being sent out through your hearts and your earthly vessels, temples of light, in the most powerful way ever. The heart is capable of absorbing everything very well and instigates every particle of this cosmic essence into an activation, an integration, and into becoming a part of yourself. Your heart can cope with everything, for it is not only your means of existence in a physical incarnation, it is furthermore the most important element taking care of ascension, because your heart steers everything and contains everything to help you evolve further and transform. My beloved ones, the heart is the mirror of your being, of your true existence, and the more you are one with yourself, the more loving your heart will feel and be. These days the ego is being tackled quite roughly, and it will try to play dirty tricks on you, so as to convince you to stay in the illusion which has provided a comfort zone to you for so many years. Well, my beloved ones, there is no more room, nor is there any time left to continue on with this comfort zone, and the moment has come to come out of your familiar shell, having complete trust in the new way of life, and to reach out for it. It is here and fully ready to merge with you into one consciousness. Everything that is being released today, July 29th Merkaba alignment, and brought to activation within you will be decisive for your further evolution and will denote your path, which will be ready and which will be found. You have traversed a long road in a remarkable short time since the last alignment that occurred last December, and what a distance you have covered, beloved ones. It really is mind-blowing how magnificent you have become within your self-development, and how many of you have been able to bring about their own essence. This is incredible, to say the least. You are all to be congratulated, and I express my genuine gratitude. Allow yourself the time these coming days to deal with these energies of the 29th of July, as it always requires some days for the energies to have a hold on an individual level and globally on the world. One person will feel these energies more and or sooner than another, but one thing is for sure, that is that everyone will feel it. It is just handled differently, a fact that is decisive for your individual process and for your reality. In case you have been concentrating on your individual process in order to integrate yourself more within your cosmic aspect or within your true self as an essence, then you can expect the first influences to come into your life which will bring you to who you really are. You will feel an urge towards individual growth and you will be brought to paths that you presumed never having walked before but which nonetheless feel so familiar. This is due to the fact that you have already walked those paths before, and this will bring aspects in your life which will evoke the remembrance of them. Everything is well. In case you have been concentrating on the world process of Mother Nature and of humanity with the changes that are associated with humanity, then you will be more capable to begin working globally in the service of humanity and of Mother Gaia. Depending on what you focused on that day of the Merkaba will become your reality, for it is empowered by the inpourings of the cosmic light. Continue working with those energies which are now stored in your cells and in your heart, as they are not yet finished and are as powerful now as they were on the day of the alignment. Use them well, use them first and foremost in love, as love empowers the original, already powerful cosmic energies 1,000-fold. You are the co-creators now, and that is no fairy tale, rather it is the level that you have reached now in your consciousness. The further course of all of this within the divine plan and within ascension depends on those energies and how you as individuals and as humanity will deal with them. So a totally new and blank page is turned over now and will be written on for the first time. It is not a rewrite of history but a totally new beginning. Congratulations and my heartfelt thanks for holding the fort for so long, never giving up. We have arrived and are now clearly putting our first steps in the new world. I greet you most sincerely, Master Melchizedek.
For the
Alright, very nice message. Very nice message. So, I hope that you're listening to the words of the message and you're understanding. I know that there are those out there who are still having questions about who and what the Galactic Federation is, what their intents are, and that's good. That's good that you should be checking. We have to be smart. This appears to be a reality. But when you listen to the message, that's the most important thing. Okay? The messages are pure messages. Those are messages talking about the heart, talking about love, talking about what we personally need to do to be connected in spiritually. There's nothing in there that's pushing any sort of earthly agenda. It's all about spiritual evolution. So that's the important part. And so I just hope that whatever your thoughts are about the Galactic Federation, and I completely respect wherever your thoughts are in that regard, just don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, listen to the words that they have to say and realize that there are important words there and what they're talking about. So that's it. That's all I have to say in that regard. Meditation time. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Take another deep breath. And exhale again. Alright, I want you to imagine that you are at the beach, watching the waves. And as you watch the waves come in and out, you become relaxed. And you find yourself in this relaxed state because as the waves come in and out, you realize that you are breathing in synchronicity with the waves. And every cell in your body seems to move. And the more you realize that you're moving in synchronicity, the more you realize that this is the natural rhythm. And as you realize the natural rhythm of life, of the in and the out, the back and the forth, you become in more synchronicity. It's like a dance. We need to know the steps of the dance so that we're not going one way when the dance requires us to go another. So as we pay attention to life, as we really listen closely, we allow ourselves to dance happily through life from moment to moment. And as we dance from moment to moment, we realize that all of life is synchronicity, and all of life is a dance. And so as we go through life today, let's just find a way, our own particular way to dance through life. Decide what that means for you. And then have fun with it. It's your life. You can go through life miserable on a day-to-day basis, or you can go through life having fun, spreading good vibes, dancing through life. So you imagine yourself going through life, and as you do go through life in synchronicity and happiness, this energy affects others and they become open to exploring their own happiness. And onward till pretty soon all around the world people are dancing, enjoying life, enjoying each other. And in those moments of enjoyment, when love is connected and synchronicity is in synchronicity, we find that we are able to let go of the fears and the doubts, release them, and allow the love that we share amongst each other to grow and to heal. So let our subconscious mind go off on this journey of exploration, of synchronicity. And let's bring our conscious mind back to the present moment on the count of 3. 3 coming back to the present moment filled with confidence. 2 coming back to the present moment filled with faith. And 1 coming back to the present moment happy, healthy, and whole. Happy, healthy, and whole. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And open your eyes. That's it. That's the show for today, my friends. Thank you very much for being here as always. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and information. Enjoy the new month that we are in. And just keep on keeping on. I'll talk to you later, man. Peace. I'm out of here.
Radio, we have arrived. First Contact Radio.
It's time to demand the truth.
That's it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.